Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have this brand new shortcut buttons bar that you can attach to the bottom of your main display, and it not only has shortcut buttons, it also has center climate control. You can turn on off the climate control and control the fan speed with temperature control on the center knob. So in today's video, I'll show you what comes in the box, and then step-by-step installation. Shouldn't take that long to install. It shouldn't be longer than 20 minutes to install this new shortcut bar for your Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. And at the end, we'll test it out and see how it works and how it looks in my Tesla Model Y. Now, let's go. Let's see what comes in a box of this second generation shortcut buttons with center climate control knob. And here what came in the box. So this is the button itself with the center climate control knob. I believe this is multifunction, so you can change to different functions on this knob. And also all the shortcut buttons have two functions on them. I believe one to press up and another function is to press down, and these are all the functions. Let me show you. We'll check it out again after the installation, and you basically attach this to center or main display in your Model 3 or Model Y, and this is fully wireless, so it has built-in rechargeable battery right here. You can remove it if something wrong with the battery, so you can just change the battery by itself. And it has this USB-C charging port, so you do not have to plug it in all the time. So when the battery is low, you basically just charge it with the USB-C charging port, and it came with a charging cable. So you just connect this and then plug it into your center console USB-C plug. And it also came with the OBD connecting plug. So you basically plug this into your right side passenger panel, and there's one OBD port is open port, and this one you connect the power. So the big one is the OBD plug, and the small one to get the power. Then you connect to a wireless transmitter box, so you don't have to run the wire from the panel to the device itself. It is wirelessly sending all the functions, all the command from the device to the wireless box. And it has two different brackets here, so you just insert this underneath the display and then lock it with the bracket on the top. So one is for older generation Model 3 and Model Y, and another one is for the newer Model 3, which is Model 3 Highland. So this device also compatible with Model 3 Highland and the older Model 3 and Model Y. Alright, now we saw everything that came in the box. Let me show you where you can get this new second generation shortcut buttons. You can get this new center console shortcut bar from Hanshow or HAutoPart.com. Please make sure to select the right one for your car. As you can see, there are two different options here. Also select the right one, either left or right driver's side. You can also pick Fahrenheit or Celsius. I got the Celsius one because that's the only unit they have for me to test out and to review. So I would have, picked the Fahrenheit ones, of course, for my regions, and pick Celsius if your country use that unit. Alright, if you are interested, you can use special discount code DTC for extra discount. So this is the price after the discounts, $140, which is really good deal for what it does and super easy to install. Now let's go and install it in my Tesla Model Y. Before we start the installation, you will need some of these plastic trim removal tools. I got the whole set from Amazon.com. I'll drop the link in the description down below. Now let's get started. First, you will need to remove any carpet or floor mat you have, and then move the front passenger chair all the way out so you have more room to work. Next, use one of the trim removal tools to help remove this panel right here. No screw all the clips. The next one is this panel. You can use your hand to remove it. After that, we have to remove this one, but before that you have to remove part of the rubber seal first. The rubber seal's out, just remove a plastic locking clips right here. So just use one of the two to remove the clip out. As you can see, it's really easy to remove. Now you should be able to pull this whole door seal panel out. So just clips. There you go. So the whole panel should come out. Next, there's one more plastic locking clip. Use the same tool and then remove the clip out. Now we have the full access to this passenger side panel right here. Next step here, before we unplug any plugs from the panel over there, I highly recommend to turn off the car first. So just go to the main menu and then scroll all the way down to safety. Again, scroll all the way down to power off. Next step here, we have this panel open. Just open it a little bit. We will have to access that blue plug. Let me show you right there, the blue plug right there. It's open port, open plug. There's nothing to unplug. Only thing you have to unplug is this power right here. So this, you'll get power from the car to the wire harness for the wireless transmitter box right here. So first, just unplug, since we already turned off the car, so you can safely unplug this one right here and plug in the power pass-through from the package. So plug in the same way. Here you go. Now plug the one from the car back into the pass-through plug from the shortcut button. Next, we have to plug this one. You don't really need this one, so plug this one into that blue plug over there. There you go, just clip in. Now we got everything plugged in. Next, we just have to connect this wireless transmitter box. It's a little small plug from the wire harness and plug into the box right here. Now we just have to manage all the cable. There's a little space, plenty of space back in that panel. So just manage all the cable and then put everything back in place and put all the panels back in together. Alright, we are done with installing the wire harness and the wireless transmitter box. This part should take about 15 minutes, which is really easy to do. And next is the easiest part of this installation, which is to install these shortcut buttons on the display. Now we are done with connecting all the wiring for this new shortcut buttons. Now let's install the shortcut button on the screen. So first thing first, you have to pick the right bracket for your car. So my car is Model Y 2023 Model Y, so we'll just pick this one right here. It said Model Y and Model 3. And if you have a newer car like Model 3 Highland, you can use this one right here. So on the right hand side, it has this hooked, and use this right and then just clip it in. As you can see, make sure this black rubber piece is facing yourself, and then you just place it underneath the display. I'll show you real quick. So place it underneath the display like so. After you place the button under the display, just make sure you hook this and then lock it in place on this side right here. There's a little clip, so you can just hook it all the way and lock it in place. Alright, the installation is done. As you can see, it's really easy to install, especially just attach this to the display, and that part is pretty much 15 minutes installation, costs like 1 minute on this one. Now let me show you how it looks in my Tesla Model Y. As you can see, this new shortcut bars with middle climate control knob looks really good. Much better than I thought actually when it's fitting with the on the bottom of the display. As you can see, the color of the plastic almost matches the color of the trim of your main display. Let me show you a closer look on the color. As you can see here and here, only one thing that I didn't like about the design wise, you see this part right here, it's like a 3 teeth that's lock the bar in place. I wish it's, you know, they went with this whole one piece so it doesn't have these 3 different pieces with the, you know, space in the middle. Otherwise it looks really good. Another thing I wish they could have done a little better, you see the turning knob, maybe added a, you know, rubber coating or something so it looks more premium and feel better when you touch it. Otherwise everything else looks great, and these are all the labels on the shortcuts. So these 3 buttons are much more useful for the new Tesla Model 3 Highland than the current Model Y or Model 3. Of course, you just use the stocks, which is more convenient, but again, this one it's compatible with all of the Model 3 and Model Y and also Model 3 Highland. So they try to include, you know, all the shortcuts that pretty much, you know, being useful for both generations of the car. And in the middle right here you have a main climate control with the fan, and you press once and you can change the climate. This is a probably one of the first pre-production that they have, and this only version they have for me is a Celsius. Of course there are 2 options. You can pick between Celsius or Fahrenheit. To change, you can change the color accents right here. So press and hold and release. Now you can see this rainbow ring. You can turn the knob to change from white to red to orange to yellow to green, teal and blue and purple. Very cool. So you can change different colors. So this knob itself has 3 different functions, and you push again and it goes back to the main function, which is the fan. Let's start with the fan first. Probably the best function in here is the fan control, because to turn on and off the fan, let me show you first. So to turn on is easy, right? You just press and then the climate control is on, and then but to turn off when you drive, when I sit here and try to turn it off, it's easy, but when you drive you have to really look at it and then see, and then press and hold that climate control button to turn it off. So turning off, it's been not really convenient for most of us as an owner. So this button you can actually turn on and off. So now it's off right now. Now it's on. As you can hear, it's on, and I can turn from level 1 all the way to level 10. As you can hear the fan speed. All the way to 10. And then of course turn back to level 2, level 1 and off. So you when you turn all the way to 0, then the climate control is off, which is really awesome function on this knob in the middle. And of course you can turn different temperature, but one thing to know is that you see when I control the fan here, there's nothing, it doesn't reflect the main display, because whatever you control here, it goes directly to the car or the MCU, the main computer unit, but it does not reflect the main display. So if I turn it on, see fan 3 right now, it's still off here, and the fan is 6, when I turn this one on. See, so when you control the main display, it will reflect on the button or the knob here. As you can see, I change from 6 to 7 to 8, and it reflects right away. Only thing is that it doesn't, when you control from the knob, it doesn't reflect the display. Same goes with the temperature control. So the temperature control, as you can see, I change. So as I turn the temperature up or higher, this light accent also moves, you see, to red, right? As you can see, or orange. So if I go all the way up, I think it goes to red. As you can see, it's high, now it's red. But when I turn it down, it goes to blue. It goes all the way down to low there. So it changes in the car. Of course, it doesn't reflect here, but then when you want to change here, it reflects the temperature on the knob, as you can see, in real time. The issue with this is that because when you change on the knob, it goes, like I mentioned before, it goes directly to the MCU unit and then control the car, so it doesn't go to the display. But when you control the display, it demands to the MCU unit, and then it reflects back to your third-party accessory like this one. Right, so now we know all the 3 functions on the knob. Let's test out the function on the shortcut button. So press down, the passenger door will open. So press down. As you can see, you can hear the sound. This door will open. There. The door is open, and then push up. The rear right will open. So that door opens, and then press down on this one. So the rear left, my side, it's open. Let me show you. There you go. Alright, so goes to the next one. Autopilot, just push up. You can't engage autopilot right now because the car is parking. So left and right, so press down, should be left, see, push up, and then right, turning signal, and up again, then it's off. Also, I'm not sure you see it, it reflects, also reflects on this. So when the turning signal is engaged, it's also show on the bar. Pretty cool. The accent lights show a lot of operating functions in the car too. And the next one, park. So press down. Let me show you real quick. So let me drive. So I press the brake. As soon as the lights of the car is on, then these lights on top are also on too. So press down to drive. See, engage drive. And then I press down here. It should engage park. There you go. And then push up. Should be reverse. You can see reverse right now. And press down again. Engage parked. So this is useful for, of course, more useful for Model 3 Highland. So you don't have to go here. I guess almost the same position, maybe a little easier on the button than swipe the display, because if you swipe it wrong spot, then still it won't operate, it won't change the gear. So it might be helpful. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have the actual Model 3 Highland to test with. And press up, should be the emergency light. As you can see, same, it reflects on the accent light on the bar too, which is pretty cool. So press up again and it will stop. And then the next one, to open the front trunk, so press down, it should open the front trunk. I have the power front trunk or frunk. Let me press down. Here you go. It opens the front trunk. And to close, it should close when I press down again. You can see I press down and then the front trunk is closed. Okay, same with the rear trunk. So push up and the rear trunk open, and then push up again. It should close. And the next one is sport mode. So press down then your car will engage sport, or if you on the shield, then it goes to standard and the heated seat. So push up, then it should engage the heated seat. Oh, actually it's not heated seat, it's front driver massage. So the lumbar support will, you know, simulate the massage seat on my seat right now. So it goes up and down and in and out. Pretty cool. Alright, let me stop that. Okay, now stop. And also the preheated, so press down to preheat the battery, and then push up to open the charge port. And the next one I think is really useful for most people, especially when you have kids or you have a rear passenger without the front passenger, so you can move the space for the rear passenger to have more leg room. So press down to here to move up the front passenger seat, so it moves both, you know, the seat itself to the front and also the backrest at the same time. So I can do all the way up, and to move backward just push up, then it moves the seat all the way backward. As you can see, both the seat and the backrest all the way back. Pretty cool. I like this function a lot, and you do not have to connect any plug or cable to the seat controls. These control from the main MCU system, so that's why it's control both the backrest and the seat itself. And the last one is the lock, the window locked, engage and disengage. The last function here is the light, so push up, it'll turn on and off the light of the whole car, as you can see. So the whole car is off, back on, and here what it looks like in a brighter environment. As you can see, you can't really see the accent light during the day if you drive out in the sun, but you can still see all of this control in the middle, and clearly of course on all the button. Looks really good. As you can see, the color is pretty close to the display color. To recharge the device, you basically just use the included USB-C plug into one of the USB-C port in your center console. Also then plug the other end onto the device to charge. So when it's charged, you will see this red light lit up. Now we saw every functions on the shortcut buttons, and of course the main control, the center climate control. I think everything works great, and I was hoping, you know, all the functions here, all the label here is lit up, like the lights on the top, so you can see at night. Really cool. All the functions works as supposed to. And I want to show you one more thing. So when I open the door, front passenger door, as you can see, let me show you this way. See, it's showing the red blinking on the right side. So I actually have to come out of the car and then open the door to have that showing. You see the reds blinking on the passenger door, and then after you close, and everything, you know, including the display in the middle, the climate control in the middle, off with the display the same time. So when you unlock enter the car, everything will be on at the same time with the main display. Now let me show you what it looks like at night. So what you can see here, the button or the labeling on the button itself doesn't lit up, only the top switches just to locate where the buttons are. This one lit up, as you can see, and also the accent lights on the top. I think overall this shortcut bar with a climate control looks really cool, and it functions really well. It has a lot of useful button or shortcuts. Only a few things, you know, that I don't need, but maybe a Tesla Model 3, Highland, or future Model Y would need are these three buttons. Otherwise you can, you know, substitute these three to something else more useful, maybe a, you know, a glove box, opening glove box, for example. But otherwise I love the look. The design fits much better than the previous version. So this is the second generation. The first generation, it's kind of shorter than the display, but now this one they kind of fix it and it matches like the the width of the display, so it goes really well with the design of the main display in the car. It doesn't look that much out of place. As I mentioned before, I wish this one has a better quality, maybe with a rubber grip. That would be so cool, but everything else so far looks great. As you can see in the video, this new shortcut bar with a center climate control can control a lot of shortcuts in my Model Y, and what I love the most is that center climate control. You can control both climate and the temperature of the car without having to go through all the touchscreen. And I think what I like the most is turning on and off climate control, because remember, you have to actually hold and press the temperature on the driver's side to turn on and off the climate control. So that I like a lot. You can just turn the knob and then turn on and off the climate control. Let me know in the comment down below what you think about this new shortcut bar button for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. I'll make sure to put the link of this new product in the description down below, and special discount code for you too. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video, and don't forget to click like if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.